What is happening, everybody, and welcome to a good old ability draft. This one was submitted by Mr. Chester, the Tide Hunter. He just wrote to me and asked me to cast this, and seeing the fact that it's something else, something different, I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I absolutely love ability drafts. Like, they're a bit more tricky to cast, which is why I'm also gonna be doing the draft, just to kind of familiarize myself with all the skills, everything that happens. But it's pretty damn cool. I love casting ability drafts. I've done a couple before, and now I feel I'm a bit more ready for one. So, we've got Clockwork Axe, Nature's Prophet, Ancient Apparition, and Alchemist. And Legion Commander, Drow Ranger, Rana, Tide Hunter, and Lena. And then we have a bonus pool of Bounty Hunter and Centaur Warrunner. And straight off the bat, of course, the regular skills, Chemical Rage, Shadow Walk, the Invis, the crits have been picked up. Axe actually going straight for Duel. That's kind of surprising. That's usually not a skill that's picked up that early. Would say counter helix would actually work out well if he can get it. If he can get it done, he will have almost a double pick later. Nature's Prophet going for the frost arrows. Tide Hunter going straight for the counter helix. Ravage also picked up actually by the Ancient Apparition. I don't think that's going to work out that well because he's never going to get into the middle of the fight unless he farms a super quick blink dagger. Lena going for I think more of a split pushing approach, locking in the teleportation right away. And actually the track is on right away. I would actually maybe not particularly on Alchemist, but I would say that a Quelling Blade would actually be rather good with the marksmanship. And Lena, second pick, going for the Laguna Blade. Fiery Souls out from the Alchemist, so he's probably going for more spam spells, hoping to gain his Chemical Rage that way. And Berserker's Call out, so we're pretty much building Axe on Tide Hunter. Light Strike Array, Unstable Concoction. These drafts are happening kind of fast, so I'm just gonna try to keep up best I can and kind of emphasize on some of the more some of the better combos. Actually, Axe, that's a pretty good combination there. The return plus the duel will really secure himself a nice little duel. Clockwork going for the Quelling Blade. I think it was hoping for the Laguna Blade, but I don't really see this synergizing super well. Hoof Stomp, Chemical Rage, kind of ordinary. And I don't think the Nature's Prophet's going to have a particularly good game because his skills don't really synergize super well. Plus, he's lacking mobility. Basically, Lena has taken something away from Nature's Prophet that he really needs. And looks like Hollywood is actually going to go into more farming mode, whereas the Drow Ranger is going to go, a ganking sort of approach. Like a 1v1. Axe, also actually going for the Shuriken Toss. I would have said that there were a lot of other options, like he could have gone for Star Storm, a Moment of Courage would actually have been nice on him, and Nature's Prophet of course going for the Wrath of Nature. Yep, there you go, that's his blink. Leap into Ravage, actually rather decent. Black Mamba maybe going for more of a pushing approach with the Nature's Call and the Ice Blast. Lena sitting decently on this Dragon Slave, and Chester just went straight Anchor Smash. So he's going to be basically in the middle of the fight actually doing a lot. I don't think a Blade Mail is necessary in this particular game because of the damage reduction from the Anchor Smash and the counter helix. It's just going to be incredible. If he had gotten his hands on Return and left out it, not even actually left out Anchor Smash, that would have been amazing. If he had left out Anchor Smash and gotten his hands on Return, that would have been pretty good. And the hook shot, that is going to be very, very neat. Seeing the fact that you can hook shot in, Berserker's Call, Anchor Smash, and you pretty much got yourself a kill. There's also the Battery Assault actually still standing. I would say that was a properly good skill. Moment of Courage and Press the Attack haven't even been considered to get picked up. There you go, that's the Moment of Courage gone. I don't think it's particularly good on Drow Ranger, seeing the fact that she needs to stay out of fights. She really wanted on one who was in there tanking the damage constantly. A Moment of Courage would have fitted much better on the Drow Ranger. But yeah, all the skills are in order. Everybody are ready to go, and There are a couple of skills that I would have loved to have seen in the game. This was actually not, I didn't expect, a lot of them I actually didn't expect to go. But, on the side of Radiant, we have DDI Hollywood. On the Legion Commander, Drill Ranger, Zimzez, alright, and Black Mamba is going to be on the Marana. Chester, my man, is going to be on the Tidehunter. Lena, last but not least, will be picked up by Luna Chrissy. Clockwork, fun to visualize her. Plus, Galactica, Sex Proxy. Okay, that was actually bad. Galactica. I think it, I don't speak German that well. I do speak it, but not super well. But he's going to be on the X. Down in this Clockwork combo lane. Another Matt is going to be playing your Nature's Prophet, and Ancient Apparition will be going mid. Jesus is playing him, and last but not least, Zagreus is on the Alchemist contesting the first rune. I would actually... Yeah, it's alright. Battle Hunger's okay. I mean, he has a lot of spam spells, so he can get that Fiery Soul Summon going for him. And if he gets some damage, that should actually really work well. Has a lot of short cooldown spells, and relatively easy on the mana cost as soon as he gets some mana regen up and running. Just going to be eating that first Battle Hunger. Doesn't really damage him all that much. It's more of a chasing thing. He does have the counter helix going for him. Now Hollywood wanting to go in and contest that first rune. They do bring the Lena. And Chester's pretty much sitting on it. Is he going to get it? He actually, nope. Nature's Prophet got it. It's a bit late on the reaction there, but they're chasing them. They could actually trade this for first blood if they want to. They really want to commit. I don't think they want to. This Nature's Prophet can turn it relatively fast, because he does have the superior damage. But now they're finding the Alchemist in here, and he's pushed back. It's kind of like back and forth. They're getting kited a bit. But Legion Commander's going to be sitting on mid for now. Really greedy, going for the Grievous Greed first. Black Mamba sitting on the Nature's Call. Is by all means of things looking to go for a fast pair of for fast Hanamidas. And if he can actually make that stack and pull it, that would be amazing. Jester eating a couple of Battle Hungers. Not able to get any last hits from there. Zagreus rotating around. He does have a Battle Hunger up here soon. Now Chester, he's just man-moding, trying to see if he can get his hands on the Nature's Prophet. And now the Alchemist comes back in for round 2. Are they going to get the first blood off this? Actually, Chester is going to follow the Alchemist. A bit too aggressive out from him, but I don't know how much of a threat this Alchemist is just because of his little mana pool. As basically, he's very reliant on the regularly on the Chemical Rage to actually regen mana, which is why he is going to be having some problems. Marana farming decently. How we actually looking on the last counter? She's just dominating mid on this Ancient Apparition. He does have pretty decent skills to fight up against this Legion Commander, because he can do Light Strike Array at range. He can slow him with the Cold Feet, and as soon as he has a leap, he's pretty much a tough nut to get. Drill Ranger currently soloed out on this bottom lane. I think that suits her pretty well. She does have the Janata for the last hits, and she's currently dominating this bottom lane. Surprisingly. Plus, she's going to be getting experience so much faster than the Axe and the Clockwork. Up on top lane, once again, they're really trying to look for kills here. Chester going to be eating another Battle Hunger. And another match. Just going to be throwing out the harass here with the Frost Arrows. PDI Hollywood. Oh, it's actually going to get caught by the Light Strike Array. Not really going to amount to a whole lot. Currently, Chester and Lena, they're pushing off the back here. Actually, nice little last hit there, trying to get rid of the Battle Hunger. And that's the issue. He's not really good for anything but that. And duration 10 seconds. It's 15 seconds cooldown. It was not worth getting the Fiery Soul. And he doesn't have the mana to use Ice Vortex, so generally might not have been the best build. But once he gets that bonus gold, oh, he's getting low. He's going to be trying to retreat into the tree line. And Lena is going to get that kill. Another Matt might actually get a double kill here. Very close. He's finding the The wrong opening in the trees, and Lina gonna get herself a double kill. Might fall as well, but definitely worth it. And that's even gonna count as a deny. Because of the tower. So a nice little double kill there for Lina, and Everling Chester to get a little bit of farm. Essentially just gonna run straight in with the Berserker's Call, gonna try to pull him a bit forwards. You need a last hit, Chester. You need a last hit, but he is gonna fall. Almost actually getting his hands on the Alchemist, who just respawned. He's not having an easy time. One last hit, of course he does have 2 kills. Now he has not even 2 last hits. Now he does. Mirana farming up actually relatively decently. Did actually go point at a Sprout, which is alright. I would have personally gotten it into Rocket Flare because that helps your farming. But then again, you know, you need to conserve all of your mana expenses for the Nature's Call. So you could hope for a regen rune here pretty soon. Alchemist already retreating back to base. This guy's having a terrible early game. 3 last hits sitting at the bottom of the charts. His GPM actually up amongst the highest just because of the couple of kills that he's found. Another mat currently sitting actually not very well. He's 0-1 and 2. Currently on mid lane, this Legion Commander getting dominated. Does find a haste rune. He does have the Chemical Rage, so we're probably going to be seeing a gank here up on top lane. There's a courier heading up for him. With the pair of blades of attack, they really want to get that first now. Chemical Rage just popped. Running in. There is no hoop stomp for now. Alchemist getting stuck in the very, very wrong position. Chester might be looking to pick himself in the up. Legion Commander going to be taking that kill. Another mat. Running, trying to run away, trying to kite him underneath the tower, but there is a hoof stomp available in 1 second, so that's probably going to land. The move speed is just faster, and Legion Commander going to be taking a double kill up here on top lane. Very, very good gank. And that's going to enable them to get some much needed tower damage down on this tower. Down on bottom lane, Mirana has rotated in a lane until the mana resources are replenished.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Legion Commander getting himself the Perish Touch, or the Ring of Regen. Ring of Regen, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that she's got herself something that wouldn't close down my game. Face Boots. There it is. Chester, just dropping a couple of hits on the towers, down on... Oh, might actually be going toe-to-toe with the Alchemist here. Now he's just going to run in and run back out again. He is out-leveled. Now the AA. This could be trouble. He does have a Ravage up on the ready. Alchemist going in aggressively. Double Light Strike Array with the Ravage there. Zagreus Alchemist trying for it. Lina just doing so much work outside of it. Nice hoop stomp out from Legion Commander, and Nature's Prophet gonna have to pop the cogs and try to run away. So that right there was pretty much a actually a kill for the Tidehunter there. He got one of them. Plus Legion Commander took the second kill, so they're getting good farm on the Legion Commander, actually sitting on the highest on GPM, so it doesn't really matter that she had such a bad mid. She's currently good. And Drow Ranger having a magnificent bottom lane currently, really throwing down that damage with the Janata, the crits, plus the marksmanship, currently doing tremendous work down there. And Mirana, it's actually creating the space for Mirana, seeing the fact that the Drow Ranger is dominating the lane so much. It's actually creating space for the Mirana in jungle to just farm away. Because otherwise they would have been down there ganking it at any time. They have the Shuriken Toss. The Duel is up and going for him soon. Clockwork has the Shadow Walk. So, if Drow Ranger wasn't dominating so much, Mirana would have been in huge trouble. Alchemist now gonna get called. There you go. That's the Anchor Smash doing a lot of damage. Counter Helix almost getting his hands on him. Had the Lina been there, that would have been a secure kill. But yeah, there you see the strength of it. That's actually quite powerful. Plus now the hook shot. Very 3 low, 2 low, almost 3 low mana cost skills. Might be looking to grab himself an Aghanim Scepter at some point, so he can just keep being in there. It's only going to be 150. Once he gets going, that's going to be absolutely fine. And Legion Commander pretty much done with the Vlads. Only needs the recipe. That's about 300 gold, 270 I think it is. This Alchemist is just not having a good game at all. He's on 5 last hits, constantly sitting low. He's not, I mean, he is an ogre, but he's not exactly tanky. He's about 1000 HP. Now, Chester almost going for the hook shot there. Gonna find a creep, though. There's the battle hunger. He wants to go in and find this alchemist. Very, very close to. Counter helix almost finishing him off. Just need a last hit so he can bail out. And there you go. That's the Laguna Blade. Kadosh onto the Nature's Prophet. Ouchie. That's the power of Alina with the Laguna Blade. Down in bottom lane. Throw Rangers actually committing far, and they managed to get the kill in the end. Clockwork just sitting there. And actually, Lina getting a double kill. The Alchemist also falling as well as the tower. But yeah, Clockwork, they managed to finally get their hands on the Draw Ranger because of a triple. Or because of a, they turned that into a tri-lane. So the Light Strike Array doing a lot there. And Mirana has to back off a little bit in the jungle there. Legion Commander now rotating bottom is going to bump into an invisible Clockwork. Now they're in searching for the Lina. Or Mirana, excuse me. Clockwork, they actually managed to find him. Duel out from the Legion. Or actually from the Axe on the Legion. Taste your own medicine now. The big old Ravage Lina TPing in. Unable to do anything. It's a bit of a disaster. They did lose Clockwork. But that's also about it. Trading a Clockwork for a double kill. Even Alchemist rotating down. His attack speed is quite high. Now Chester coming back in. I don't think that's a particularly good idea. He's going to try to run away, and the Cox is actually blocking him. Another self-stun out from another mat. So guys, are they gonna... They're gonna bump into each other. He does have the double damage rune. There is no mana for a call, at least not for a couple of seconds. But he's gonna back off, not able to chase. He is actually faster. I'm not sure the animation actually allows it. Draw Ranger. He's gonna be chilling in the jungle for now. Not really sure about that moment of courage. But she does actually have the damage to utilize that rather well. Currently this Clockwork sitting on the awesome DC set. I'm not really too much for those guys anymore, but they have made some pretty damn good sets. And as you can see, some of you have seen my loading screen and my HUDs. I do have a lot of the Dota Cinema stuff for those guys. We're amazing, their stuff has declined a little bit, but I still do enjoy watching, I still enjoy watching Sunsfan. But now, Tidehunter coming in, gonna get the double Berserker's Call. No real counter helixes though. RNG gods are not with him today. And now Alchemist coming in. They're actually gonna try to chase him down. He is super fast, this Alchemist. I think that is because of the Lina. And now it's actually gonna commit too far, getting called and getting pounded by the Draw Ranger. And she's now back in for round 2. There is a stun available. If she wants to let it fly, gonna miss. Actually, Nature's Prophet getting Lina up on top lane. So I think it was actually gunning for a Midas. It's a bit of a late Midas, but it is a Midas. Mirana has had hers for a little bit. There's also Ice Blast ready, so she's actually more of a global hero. If that's gonna connect, that could be disaster. It is. It is gonna connect, and that should be the axe gone. Very, very close to it, at least. Is he gonna die? No, barely. What is the shatter threshold? It's 10%. Okay, he would have to be down to a 100%. That would have been the shatter threshold. He's actually going for the long rocket. It is gonna connect, but it was all the way back in base. So now, actually, Draw Ranger getting himself caught in a bit of a dumb position there. Hook shot is not out just yet. Doesn't want to go. Oh, gonna miss it. Rather unfortunate. Now Draw Ranger just gonna get pounded, gonna get donked. And now he could go for the Berserker's Call, almost catch the Clockwork on accident there. Now Jesus, Ancient Apparition. He does have the ultimate. Does he let the Ravage fly? Duel in from Axe, he does. I don't think the duel is going to last long enough. No, it is not. Lina now coming in off the back there. Laguna Blade almost getting the Axe. Very, very close. They're going to try to chase him down. He does have the mood speed for it. One little bash there, and that is him gone. And actually getting the Ancient Apparition as well with the double Dragon Slave. So a 3-for-1. It was for the Draw Ranger, but that was a good fight overall for him. Chester just going to be dropping creep waves. As the Alchemist is now rotating in. He really wants this kill. Might have gone too far this time, Chester. Has he? Pretty much. He could go for a call. There is no backup from his team, however. Miranda doesn't really seem interested. And that tower is pretty much gone. So currently on the graphs, it is very, very even. It's actually 2k gold or 2k experience. 4k gold is very significant, but as soon as those towers starts dropping, I think that's going to even out. And Draw Ranger going for a Claymore that looks a lot like a Shadow Blade. But that is a part of a good gank and build. Now the Mirana. Chilling in the jungle for now, just still wait for the Mana of the Nature's Call. And now we might see a clash down here in the jungle. Clockwork. It's gonna be running around left and right. Lina. They're caught. Chester going in. Doesn't really get the Berserker's Call off. Might want to pop that first. But there is a Clockwork whose Invis is about to run out. He's just gonna replenish. They really need a Berserker's Call on him now. Alchemist wants to join in. He's just sitting there for now. He's going to pop the track on Lina. So they do have a bit of vision. Plus they do have a ward down as well right next to Radiance. A track on a Legion Banner. You really got to be careful about going. Ancient Apparition does not have the Ravage. That helped a lot last time. Now, Alchemist revealing. They're gonna pop the Battle Hunger as well. Light Strike Array is gonna pop. Jester going for the Ancient Apparition right away. Nature's Prophet gonna pretty much drop. Axe gonna eat some of that. AA ulti coming out, and he is actually gonna win the duel, but now Chester going in for round 2. It's gonna find one. Ravage coming in from Ancient Apparition. He was just backing off for now. Lina, that's a true Draw Ranger, taking a very, very heavy beating. A lot of gold going the way of Ancient Apparition there. And Legion Man are going to be on the cleanup crew, going to be able to secure a almost a fair trade. Very, very close to. Fight just wasn't there yet. AA. Oh, dodge out from Chester on the Light Strike Array. Ancient Apparition. Can't really handle the damage. The armor is too much for the big guy. He has just too much. Now Legion Commander, wanting to get this Ancient Apparition, is the faster hero. If she would pop Phase Boots. Now Lina coming in. Dragon Slave not going to connect. But the ultimate might. There it is. It's coming in. Is it going to connect? There it is. And that should be Ancient Apparition. Almost gone. I did mistake last time. He is not going to die. Very, very close to. He should have lost like 90 more health. And then he'd been there. The Rocket Flare, had that been on a combo, that would have probably done it. Lina, in the midst of the fray, does have the Laguna Blade. Storm not going to do anything. Clockwork really wanting to go for the double edge and the donk. And there it is. That's a nice little combo there. And Legion Commander. This is actually looking to be a rather solid build, but she just hasn't really been farming enough. Also gonna fly. That right there should pretty much sink the Nature's Prophet. It's gonna bring him down to about 80 health. Ah, I keep being wrong about these. Just not enough, just barely. She really needs to combine it with the rocket. Let the rocket fly when the AA ulti is coming in, so she can see where she's hitting. And that should have been more than enough. Yeah, 160 damage. That should have been enough to sink him. Both him and the Ancient Apparition. Now Clockwork going for the Invis. They seems like they want to fight again. Lina going to be TPing right on top of the Alchemist here. And now the hook shot is going to get the double call. Light Strike Array is falling, but it doesn't matter. Lina in with the cleanup crew. Chester's going to get donked, but Draw Ranger going to be able to get this Clockwork. So overall, good trade. Good trade for the Radiant. Dire, they're pulling back. And I know I'm supposed to be neutral here. But God, I love these builds.
Money to burn.
Axe actually getting his hands on the blade mail. I would say that's actually pretty good. considering he does have return, so that's going to stack on top of that, which means that he's going to be terrifying inside the duel. Now Ancient Apparition is going to go in for the kill in the leading range. She might have been over more than she could chew, but Ancient doesn't anticipate the stun. Now Lina coming in, Axe is on the rear there, gonna go for the ult, or gonna go for the good old duel. And actually, he's actually not gonna be able to get her. There it is, the Shuriken toss, gonna be able to finish off. Nature's Prophet does have the stun up and ready. Is running way a bit too fast. Oh no! The hook shot plus the ulti. No, not actually the ulti. Excuse me now. Clockwork coming in with the little courtesy. Fuck you, Quelling Blade into the face of the Tidehunter. But yeah, the hook shot, the ulti. Bouncing in and Legion Commander taking that kill. And now right there should be a middle tower falling. Don't think they can deny they have no heroes nearby. And I would not TP onto a target like that. Oh, Leading Commander might be in over her head. Clockwork is sitting there. Could almost have gone for a Curious Snipe. But now Legion Commander moving at a very, very fast pace. Does have to remember to use the phase boots. Otherwise, they don't really work. They're going to give you a speed boost, the equivalent of a Sanjin Yasha. Now Frontal Luminizer. I'm not sure that is correct. But he's sitting there. Nice Berserker's Call there. He, of course, under the Sentry Ward, which means that he will have no way of getting out. There is a hookshot available. He is actually going to drop it, but not really going to get stunned for a very long period. Axe sitting there with a Blade Mail. Just they're going to miss the Berserker's Call. And Axe is going to fall. Easy killings.
Well fought.
He's only got 10 dueling damage. Has he lost a duel so far? Let's see. He has not. He's only won one duel. Not really optimal. And currently, I feel they're just a bit under farm. I mean, the Nature's Prophet, the closest one to actually having some form of farm. And he's even got a Hand of Midas. And his net worth is not very good. Second to highest behind the Clockwork, but currently Legion Commander taken off on that carry build. Now we might see a fight again. Throw Ranger is gonna fall to the donk. Black Mama Mirana is getting stuck inside. Ravage is gonna fly. And now Lina actually gonna be coming in for a bit of a return kill here on the Clockwork. Force Staff out from Ancient Apparition. They're gonna be able to get out. Hook shot. Nope. Legion just gonna be going in with a little courtesy fuck you stomp to the face onto the axe. And Nature's Prophet gonna eat one of his own concoctions again. But Alchemist, I don't really see the fuss about this guy. At least not with this build right here. It doesn't really seem to work out for him because he's dropping too fast. He doesn't have the damage to really use the Fiery Souls all that well. He is fast, he is mobile, but it's just not going quick enough. It's not a very good replacement for the Chemical Rage he's found there. And he's basing his entire build around Fiery Soul, which is not what you want. I mean, Alchemist, he usually has a stun with the Unstable Concoction, and that's actually, even though some people say it's a terrible stun, it actually does, if you use it correctly, it actually works miracles. And I have to cough for a second. One of the benefits of just coming off being sick. Yes. I will try to mask it as well as I can. Still haven't set up that cough button because I'm a lazy fuck. But now the Ancient Apparition actually got a Blink Dagger. He's looking rather solid. I'm really, really fond about this build. Even though I didn't really think it'd work, the Ravages have just been there time and time again on Jesus. So, the Light Strike Array. Basically, you blink in, you Ravage through Light Strike Array. Maybe pop a Cold Feet if you have the time, and then you leap back out again. That's pretty much all he's got to do in the fight, because he's not going to be surviving if he's staying in there. He actually has decent right-click speed. Better than Alchemist when he's not Fiery Soul. Not entirely. That was a bit of an overestimation, but... Alec? Oh, the arrow! He should have just run straight for it. Is he going to fall, though? Yes, he is. The rock was going to fly through to secure that kill. And the AA illusion's just gonna take a bit of a beating here. On a mid lane, Black Mamba is pretty much done with the Aghanim Scepter. That's gonna be particularly good for him because that's gonna increase the threshold. As far as I know. The Aghanim Scepter, thank you. Come on, please bring it to me. Oh, of course I cannot see it. As far as I know, it does increase the threshold of the Shatter plus disables healing. Doing it now. Lean and oh, Legion Commander. That was what I was trying to say, not Lena. Gonna be eating a little bit of damage. Of course, it's gonna be healing up via the Chemical Rage. Not a whole lot of duration left. They might not want to go in until it's replenished. Good ulti there coming in though. Plus the double Berserker's Call. Axe is also gonna fall to the Marana. Now even the goddamn Ancient Apparition is gonna drop. Arrow is even gonna find the Nature's Prophet. Everything just going their way. Finished off by the Drow Ranger. But he is gonna get he's gonna get a nice little fuck you. Double edge to the face. And Ancient Apparition, not very optimistic. That was perfect. That was absolutely incredible. The Berserker's Call into the Ice Blast, and the arrow coming out from Drow Ranger was amazing. Catching out the Nature's Prophet there. And Ancient Apparition not super happy. I'm not really sure about this Nature's Prophet build. It has just nothing has been working for him whatsoever because it's not really minded towards anything. I mean, you don't want to be stuck inside cogs. At the very least. You don't want to sit inside of cogs. If you're doing that, you're doing something wrong. And I think it was hoping to build into something more of a DPS and really utilize those Frost Arrows, which is basically a free eye of Scotty. In terms of what it actually does and not the stats that you get. But it's just not really been there. Not really sure. He didn't really have a goal in mind once he started putting that Nature's Prophet together. Drow Ranger though looking rather solid. I really like this build, and I actually really like the Clockwork build. The guy was about to reveal himself. The Kraken Shell makes him pretty damn tanky. He survived a lot of different stuff. Plus the Invis, into the Double Edge, into the Cooling Blade. I kind of fear he's gonna fall apart though, as the Double Edge weakens. Which means that I would say actually Dagon would not be a bad choice for this. I'm not really a fan of Axe Dagon, but in this particular build I could actually see it working. Double damage rune. Who's gonna take it? Maybe the good old Legion Commander jumping in there, forcing the Axe to actually grab that. It's not your primary target for it, but he does have the duel, so wouldn't be all that bad. He needs to get it on somebody else. He needs to start building up some dueling damage, because 26 minutes and then 10 dueling damage, that's not very good. Basically, he's got a pair of blades of attack. It's the equivalent of 400 gold he's got there in dueling damage. 450. That's pretty much all it's won him so far, and that's an entire skill you spend. Clockwork, however, is going to finish up his Aghanim Scepter. Not really sure about the Axe Rush. I'm still very, very fond about a Dagon coming into play here. Now Chester going to get himself caught in a bit of a mess here. He could use the hook shot to get out, but it's not gonna. Rock is gonna fly through, damage a couple. Bit of a poor Ravage coming out from Ancient Apparition. Really committed that guy earlier. Clockwork gonna be in so much trouble. He's gonna take a Laguna Blade straight to the face. Tidehunter popping the Blade Mail. Nature's Prophet is gonna fall as well, and that right there was a dreadful, dreadful Ravage. And he's gonna be trying to run away. It pretty much only caught the Lena, kind of a premature one. I think he was hoping to blink in, or thought he was closer. I'm not sure. And now Legion right here, even getting the gem to try to scout out this Clockwork whenever he comes. And they bursted him down so fast. Axe didn't even get a duel off. And that even prevents healing in the fountain. That is very, very unfortunate. That's going to delay their return. And there comes the rocket as well. They're not going to drop. There's not enough damage. Axe has to go down to 110 health, or 150 health. Not entirely anymore. The threshold is a bit higher with the Aghanim Scepter. Yeah, Shadow Threshold is 11. And damage in itself is it's gonna increase though a lot. But as of right now, it's just not enough. But that Roshan is gonna fall pretty gosh darn quick. I think they want to put it on Chester. And they do. He is gonna be in the middle of the fight most of the time, plus Berserker's Call is relatively low cooldown, so he can hope to get it off twice, plus the Anchor's Mess maybe 3 or 4 times. And not really sure what he was trying to catch. Maybe a bit of a late reaction there to the Clockwork. But yeah, they're going to be pushing out for now. Clockwork. They're really doing everything to counter this guy. Legion Commander does reveal the gem. Is in a bit of trouble there. Rock's going to fly through. Is even going to connect on 2 there. Tidehunter jumping in with the Berserker's Call. Beautiful jump. Beautiful hook shot. And now they want to get the Clockwork. They're not fast enough though. Legion Commander committing very, very far. There's a Ravage up in 12 seconds, so she has to watch out for that. A Ravage for a gem would definitely be worth it. And Drow Ranger. Now getting her hands on the Desolator because her build allows her to. Because of the Frost Arrows, is a unique attack modifier, so pretty much, if you build a Desolator on regular Drow Ranger, pretty much take one of your own skills out of the game. Nature's Prophet gonna eat an arrow. Ravage is flying. Tidehunter still alive in there. Nature's Prophet just gonna be dropping a casual stun there. Clockwork gonna be coming in with the Donkor. That's only gonna replenish his health. Trades his own life for an Aegis. Rock flying through inside the spawn. This could pretty much get the Nature's Prophet. He's actually gonna just move out of the way. But yeah, that right there is mid, at least mid-rax. Unless they want to contest, Axe still taking damage from that. That was a long-lasting ulti, and that right there is your middle rax gone. Alchemist doing the best he can to kind of stall Chester, jumping in, getting 2 on it. And Nature's Prophet actually gonna be going in for the deny. I don't think that was his intent. Chester getting stuck, and Axe even gonna fall. Currently, this is turning into a massacre, as they cannot really get the fight to hold up together. He knows the rock flies.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lina also getting her Aghanim Scepter, so that's now 900 pure damage. That's gonna go through armor, through everything. And nope, no stuns. So they might want to consider backing off until they can hope to get the other lanes as well. Clockwork, not really sure what he's going for. There is a haste rune down there in case he wants it to go up against this Tidehunter, who's now got a Reaver. Ouchies. I really like this this Drow Ranger build though. This is solid stuff. I mean, you have a crit plus the Desolator with the minus armor, plus she does ridiculous damage already. She's doing that's 270 without the crit, and that's a reliable 6k crit. Not 6k, 600 crit. And Clockwork gonna die down on bottom lane to the Legion Commander. This is turning into a massacre, a disaster for the Dire. Nature's Prophet's just not solid enough. And now Legion Commander even getting an Abyssal Blade to boot. Damage is unbelievable. XCX.
I'm grateful to
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Is just gonna be enjoying a bit of free time on this middle lane here. Lina and Chester are running around bottom lane, trying to push this lane in a little bit. DDI Hollywood just gonna be roaming around. They really want to get this bottom tower first, I feel, before they try anything, because they are fighting uphill and they are fighting up against the Ravage, which hurts a lot.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I mean, a Ravage hurts. Like, no matter who you got, no matter what team you got, a Ravage always hurts. It's very, very reliable. Now they're going in. Berserker's Call is gonna miss. Legion Commander, Hoof Stomp, gonna connect though. Tidehunter is gonna get stunned by the Ravage. It is gonna fly. Light Strike Array is gonna miss. Axe now gonna duel the Tidehunter. It's gonna win that duel with Donk out from the Clockwork, but the losses are just too high. Even losing the Axe here, Clockwork only one to live. This Drow Ranger massacre it was. And they're even gonna trap him inside the spawn for the duration of the Frostbite. And that right there was a bit of a disaster. They can take the tower though. They need the Drow Ranger's help if they want to take the tower. There's nobody there. There's a Clockwork, however. He's looking for that Lena. I think he saw her, but he's not there anymore. And the minus armor plus that ridiculous attack speed. Just gonna drop the racks so fast. Now Clockwork going back in again. Doesn't anticipate the Shadow Blade. And Legion. It's actually tracked for now. Just gonna be going toe to toe with the Alchemist because why the fuck not? Is out leveling him by 12 level, or not by 12, by 10 levels. Clockwork. He's gonna be sitting there for now. Does manage to find the Legion Commander. Might be going in over here, over his head, up against somebody with a gem. There you go. That's one crit and done and dealt with. Wow, Clockwork buying back. This Alchemist also in over his head. Is even gonna get stunned and now Abyssal Blade and now done for. This Legion Commander is taking names. 14-1-12. This build works, guys. If you're watching, now that you're watching this, do this build. This shit works. And if you look at the net worth, I didn't even notice. Tidehunter Chester is the one on the lowest. He's been in the middle of everything. Nature's Prophet sitting on second highest net worth. That is what you call dominating a game. That right there is what you call dominating a game. And another mat. I still don't want to predict if he's going to fall or not. But it's looking kind of grim. He's not going to fall though. He's down to half health, but he's going to drop further. He'll have to get down to 91 to drop. Oh, once again. The rocket coming in a bit too late from the Ravana, but that was a rather good ulti. Once that's fully leveled, that's going to do some tremendous damage. Chester. Not going to go toe-to-toe with the Clockwork just yet, and Legion Commander currently taking names, going to get herself a double kill. Easy pickings. Vorvax Tide goes farm. Ancient Apparition is going to take this Legion Commander. That was a godlike streak. There's the German True Sight on the ground. That was a bit of a disaster for him, losing way too much gold. But then again, it doesn't really matter all that much. Except if Clockwork gets this Lena, he won't. Oh, he does have the gem. He does have it. Tidehunter now getting himself a heart. He knows the Lena is there. Because of the gem. Ah, Berserker's Call. Not going to connect. They know he's in there somewhere. Drow Ranger also sitting on that invis. And now they're going to be pushing in the tower. There's no Ravage up from the Ancient Apparition. They spent a bit too much. Now the rock. Plus the rocket flying through. That's on top of the Nature's Prophet, actually. And that one hurt. That one you can tell hurt. They're just completely stalling him and putting him out of the game. Tower should fall pretty damn fast. Ancient Apparition gonna be coming in with the Light Strike of Ray. He's just not taking damage. Hook shot, not gonna connect. Gonna connect down to a friendly creep. And he is having not really trouble dealing with the damage. Duel is gonna come out. Is he gonna win it? Yes, he is. He is gonna win it. Currently, they're making mistakes. They just lost the Lena. Now they're gonna lose the Tidehunter. Unless he gets a couple of good counter helixes off, he won't. The comeback is real. And that rock was off the mark. Drow Ranger could just walk up and take that tower. How are we actually looking on the farm board? Last hits. Actually, this has not really been a farming game. This has been a fighting game. We got about 2 last hits a minute. And this Clockwork, holy shit. Oh, gonna juke the arrow, gonna see it at the last second. And that tower is gonna be going 19 HP. Almost gonna go for the deny there. Ancient Apparition. They're playing ballsy. They're playing ballsy Dota. Clockwork just gonna be moving around here. Once again, an ulti on top of the Nature's Prophet. He didn't even realize he was shattered or he was ice blasted until he actually moved out of the base and realized he was losing health fast. And this Mirana closing in on that last level of Ice Blast. That's what I think is going to take out Nature's Prophet, because they're short by about 100 HP every single time. And now the refresher, actually. Ravage refresh. That could be the comeback. Lina going ham onto the Clockwork. Gemma Trueside is on the ground. Legion Commander needs to get her hands on those. He already bought a new one. Doesn't even care. Double Ravage is going to fly. Not really going to do much in terms of health. And now Axe. He doesn't have the balls to duel, and that was probably a good idea. Now the Rock going to be flying again a bit off to the far side there. Actually, Nature's Prophet dared move outside the spawn. And that right there is an exposed Ancient. If they want to win the game, they can do it right now. Nature's Prophet going to be doing everything he can to prevent it. Not really going to happen, though. Tidehunter just going to be mashing him. Completely boning him. And that right there is GG. Very, very good game. Kind of a stomp, but very, very good game. And very, very entertaining to cast. I think I'm going to do more ability draft casts, because this is incredibly fun. Like, genuinely, it's a blast to cast ability draft. I absolutely love this. I love this game mod. This is like my favorite Dota 2 game mod, is ability draft. Because so many unexpected things happen. I mean, you got a Legion Commander at 833 experience per minute, but never mind that. Thank you all so much for watching. My screen is like wet. It's like soaking wet from spit. But that was good fun. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, share. Anything you can to help me out is really, really appreciated. Comment. Actually, some of the things I enjoy the most is when you guys comment, because I get to respond, and I feel super good when I get to respond to you guys. So, but that's pretty much all there is for me. I'm blabbering on like an idiot. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.